Okay, this is how you make soup. Step one. Spinach. Check. Mixed vegetables. Yeah. Wait. Check these out. Teaspoon of that. Stuff's not as salty as regular salt, and it's really good for you. Lots of minerals, different minerals and stuff. Okay, nice, we get a view of that mess in there. Oh, there's the black one. Yep, that's good stuff. Focus. Nope, maybe can't focus. Alright, nothing. Okay, now for the psychotically powerful blender. This thing is like $500. It's very powerful. I need to explain how this blender works. Just real quick. Alright, like a propeller in movies. When you see like a camera angle from under the water in a movie, and someone's in a boat, and then, or submarine, like Hunt for Red October, excellent movie, and you see the big submarine, propellers start going, and you see bubbles coming out. And as a child, I was like, that's stupid, because, there's no air there, it's just spinning in water. Well, as an adult, I learned in science that when the propeller spins, it's creating so much force, it's pushing the water, that it actually rips gaps, the edge of the blade rips gaps in the water, and creates steam from the amount of energy and force being used to push the water. It actually creates steam, so when you see those bubbles, those are steam bubbles coming off the propeller. And isn't that really cool to know? That's steam, it's so much energy from the engine that it's producing steam. That's what this blender does. This blender has a setting, it's powerful enough, that's why I bought it specifically. It has a setting that it spins so fast that it's called cavitation. You've probably heard of that term, cavitation. That's a scientific term for when you create steam in water by moving something through it so fast. So the blades in here go through the soup so fast that it creates steam, and it runs for about, not 5 minutes, but a few minutes, and it actually cooks everything. So you don't even need to cook it. I just throw it in the microwave first to, soften it up and just to see what I'm dealing with, and it does. I just like to do that. Yeah, so it'll take and boil this as it's chopping it up, and it creates like this smooth, creamy, really yummy, it's like sweet tasting puree soup. It's so good. Anyway, here we go, and I gotta leave the room. This thing's so loud. All right. Oops, I had it on the chop ice setting. So if you thought that was, powerful, I knew it didn't seem right because I didn't have to leave the room. Now you're gonna see soup mode. Yeah, I had it on the second setting for making slushies. All right, here we go. Soup. Actually, while I'm at it, I may as well just see if there's any. This is my first time with spinach. Normally, I just do mixed vegetables, but I figured spinach would be awesome in there. All right, here we go now. Okay, it's been a little while. Soup is done. Just gonna, in case it's separated, I left it here for a bit. I missed showing you how it's all steamy and thus really cooked quite nicely. That's the first time with the spinach. It's very dark. It's normally like a yellowish green. Now it's really like dark green. It's good. It's very good. Chopped up all those plant cells with the blender. So super easy to digest, get all the nutrients. So that's making soup. Have a good one, everyone. All right, I forgot to add, there are lots of vitamins in, in vegetables and stuff. I'm assuming there are a lot of vitamins that are fat soluble and not water soluble. So like, what is that? Like vitamin A, right? Or something like that. So if you add just a little bit of butter to it, which of course makes it taste better anyway, because why not? The more decadent it is, the better. Then, those fat soluble vitamins can start dissolving into the butter. And then when your body pulls the butter in, yeah, you get all those nutrients too. So always add a little butter, I guess. And it's yummy. So why not?
Literally nothing happening on a running smooth
purchased this Vitamix Professional Series 750 blender. It's been several months. It was the end of last year, and I absolutely love it. I use it almost every day. I make smoothies and shakes. I've actually made recipes like muffins. I've put all the ingredients in it to mix them up because it is so much faster than hand mixing everything, and it makes it very smooth, so it's perfect. It's really sturdy. I was surprised with the base part being, or this part being plastic. I thought it would be kind of like flimsy, but it is not flimsy at all. Also, I have stained it because I put turmeric in it when I was making some ginger shots, and it did stain it, but I don't really care. The thing is amazing. It's got like tons of features. It's got this little thing that can go in it to keep it from getting stuck on the bottom. But basically, it's just a really great blender, and the engine will last forever. I have seen people have Vitamix blenders that they have had for decades. So I'm really excited. I'm going to keep this thing around because it will last me, and it is a wonderful blender. So I just highly recommend it.
This I've had now for a couple months or so, and it's the Vitamix Professional Series 750. Best investment ever made. Worked perfectly. It's like going to Starbucks and then making it, except you do it yourself, and it saves you a ton of money. It pays for itself very fast, especially when Starbucks is charging almost $6 for a Frappuccino. Good investment.